Good morning, brave citizens. Morning roundup. This guy, wow, stringy, printed good. This is the splash object that you saw me designing in the last episode. And it's not that big, and it's printing pretty good. We added supports here. Probably be done today. Maybe this printer is cursed, actually, but printed really nice up until the end. Generally, the record was pretty good. Last night, we finally got this freaking, yeah, I'm getting paranoid about it. We got this freaking Gandalf done. We've got Nietzsche, a really quite nice Nietzsche. I would say that came out flawlessly. Some cookie cutters over here, and something did go terribly wrong here. This looks like a clog to me, but we'll figure it out. This is not a filament issue, which is nice, which means that I think we largely did solve the filament issue. It's gonna be a day of painting. Isn't that right, Nietzsche? Oh, you're so cute. I'm about to take a walk because it's nice out. But I've decided to start charting out all the YouTube stuff. So you're gonna see I got watch hours there. I need to make it to 3,000 to get monetized. So we have the column there saying basically 3,000 divided means how many days at the current rate per day would it take me to get to 3,000? It's not actually how many days it's going to be till I'm there. I just want to see the average rate. And then I've got total channel views, which is 103,000, and actually more like 104. And then I have the number of subs. So I don't really say this because it's annoying, but subscribe if you're watching this for regular daily entrepreneurial content. Oh yeah, the outside. The business is next to a creek, and I really don't want to drop my phone in there. Look at all the stuff that gets built up. I'm pretty much Shrek. I'm next to a swamp. There are pretty cool walking trails that go pretty far back and go under this underpass. All of this is underwater a decent amount of the time though. This is the Democrat Party headquarters for Nacogdoches. You'll notice how not large it is. They actually used to rent the unit next to me. When you think of that room that I have where I do the recycling, that used to be the Democrat Party headquarters. I like to think I ran them out of business, but it was just not election season anymore. And then I started renting that unit. But when they were next to me, I put a giant libertarian flag in my window next to it, just to kind of say F you. This is a printing place that opened up pretty close to me. T-Rex. I like to think that they're kind of ripping off my branding. I will always be Nacogdoches' dinosaur man. This is Brendan's barbecue. I have moved over 50 times in my life. I've had a lot of barbecue. This is the best that exists. I even once went to the best barbecue restaurant in Houston, and this is better. And my shop is right next to it. And now we are where the movie theater apartments are, and past there is Goodwill. Longtime viewers will remember the episode where I got that famous T-Rex dinosaur head, and that's the Goodwill I got it at. Huh. That's a great movie. Love you, Sabertooth. Some of those sizes were not realistic. And with my waste of $8, we shall return. I had a friend growing up that once described for me what the last episode of Seinfeld was like, which is something you had to do in an era before streaming. And He recounted the events of the episode perfectly, except he just included that a meteor came and destroyed them all. And he didn't say this in a way that was joking. He was actually trying to convince me that was the case. So for a long time, I thought a meteor destroyed the Earth on the last episode of Seinfeld. Whoa, look at this snake skeleton. Bizarre. My Italian designer, Steph, made some more trinket dishes for me. We're gonna add some supports to this guy and maybe print it. I would say the typical thing to do is to have supports be generated automatically. But personally, I really like drawing my own. You know, there's a lot of advantages to doing so. There we go. Look at that good boy. Well, that's probably enough screwing around. We've got quite a few things to paint. And maybe the most exciting is the coffee cup. Yes, the coffee cup now with a splash. It looks sort of rough now, but it'll look cool. I did it all for the nature. The nature. Here is Michelangelo's David. This is a good example of how you can use remnants of spools for painted items. Man, finally Gandalf is finished. Kitty cats and paws. So for a bit, I looked into meal service, one of those delivery meal services to save time on eating. And I figured I would just put together a collection of recipes that are extremely fast to make, that are sort of within the dietary framework I'm looking for, and also that are at least pretty good. The tacos that you guys saw earlier in the series are one of them, but here is another. What this is bell peppers sort of sliced into slices, and then an egg cracked into them. And in this case, I have a bunch of onions chopped up. Those are purple onions. And we have Salvadorian cream and Doña salsa from Michoacana. I came up with this idea because I took a good while to consult with AI to come up with a whole bunch of like extremely basic recipes that met all the criteria I talked about. And this was one of them. I haven't tried this before, so I bet it's pretty good. Okay, I just gotta say, this is extremely good. You should make these. It's very simple. Just cut up the peppers, crack the eggs, and put whatever other stuff you want in there. Air fryer for 10 minutes. It's good to go, baby. Time to fix up the old Sharky. Sharko boy, ready for the painting. Time for cheese. Beautiful. This guitar snake came out a little rough. Very weird thing that happened with the supports here. They broke, but then they kind of coalesced and ended up doing fine. It's stringy, there's a lot of stuff, but everything's here and everything can be fixed and smoothed. That's a pretty good looking snaky boy. I think I'm going for a late coffee. Dang, I look good in this. We're doing something different today. This is the chai tea place. Oh, I've never tried to come here in the evening. All right, I think I know a place that is open though. I think we'll do the horchata iced coffee.
Horchata?
Yeah, and can I get that with the blueberry green tea?
Did you say blueberry green tea?
Or is that the kind that comes with a tea?
The horchata is an iced coffee. It's milk, iced coffee, cinnamon, and cinnamon syrup.
Okay, well, it's been a minute. I'll just get that. Yeah.
Okay, just the horchata iced coffee? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, it's going to be $5.70.
Works for me. The This place is really good. I never come here, as you can tell. If you guys can't tell, it is insanely hot today. Oh, I'm a slip and slide. HTO is a tea place, but they have these tea lattes that are insanely good. All right, I gotta say something. This is the gas station with the grand opening, but all of the pumps have the bags over the nozzles. Like, in what sense does grand opening mean we don't have any gas? Like, it's not a grand opening if you're a gas station with no gas. It's late, and I hate doing stuff last minute like this, but we got to get some pictures of the Sabertooth tiger skull. Girl.